Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're well. My name's Carl Swift from the UK Hypnosis Academy, and I hope everything's fine and dandy. Tonight, we are meeting up with Stevie Barker again, and we're going to discuss what's been going on. So good evening, Steve.
Good evening, Carl. Good evening, everybody. How you doing?
Good. I hope you're all well. Give Steve a big shout out. And yeah, it's always, at least I've met Steve, like a few of you. I've met a few of you now, due to the fact of he was on our weekend a few weeks ago, the empowerment weekend. So all's good there. So yes, so we're revisiting tonight. We're going to be revisiting Steve's issue. Well, I'm going to let Steve discuss it for those people who didn't see, but this is a follow-up session to the one that we've had with Steve already. And Steve's going to discuss what it is, and then he's going to tell us about what's gone on in a moment. All right, but the usual scenario first is let's just do this. Oh, by the way, I haven't got changed tonight. This is genuine, right? Because I've been faffing around tonight. And what I want you to do, and I know Colette's already done it, and Colette, I've just answered you, just visit that there, because that's what I'm going to be starting to do now, online masterclass. And what we're going to be doing as well is I'm going to put together all your online material and turn it into a product so you can sell it while Steve listens to us on his Facebook, on his mobile. So there you go. So yeah, so the object is that I'm going to be able to get people into the studio, and if you can't make it to the studio, I will get you to record it with me supporting you in the background via Zoom. And then what we'll do then is we will edit, place it together, and then fire it off into the Ethernet so you can earn money. That's the key thing about this. That's what the dirty word a lot of therapists don't like using. Dirty. You know, crevice. Anyone who's ever seen Blackadder or crevice, that's a dirty word. Anyway, right, not money. Anyway, right, here we go. Swift is straight out tonight. What time did he get in? 6:38. Oh my God, nearly an hour early, 50 minutes early. Wow. Swift, Levi, that is keenness for you. James, I hope you're well, my old fruit. Over in Bulgaria. Hope you're well, hope you're fine. Eric, hope you're well over in Saskatchewan. Max over in sunny California. He hasn't wrote that, but we all know that that's where he is. That's me. Dennis, I hope you're well in Nigeria. Sadidi, I hope you're well, my friend. I hope you're fine. Where else we got here? Sadidi, oh my God, I'm having a full-blown conversation. Here, get a bed, you two. That's what I mean. Let me go. Where are we? Tracy, I hope you're well. Hope you're fine. Good. Good evening. I did see your post on Facebook, Carl, but I couldn't respond as I'm on a week's ban. Oh, well, that the post is there. So you can go have a look at it there, Tracy. David McHugh, good morning to you. Colette, if I've missed you, good morning to you. Where are we? Tom Hanks, how did that get in there? Sylvia, Shane Swaney, hope you're well. Sylvia, hope you're well. Hope you're fine. Jules, I hope you're fine. Natasha, Kerry Potts, good morning. Colette. Steve Barker's in the room as well. Hello to Steve Barker. I don't know, somebody.
No, tosser. Yeah.
What's this here? I don't want money, but unfortunately everyone wants it from me. Yes, that's why. What we do is we line your pockets with more, so it fends off the bastards. Yes, that's what we're doing. Lizzie, I hope you're well. Hope you're fine. Kerry Potts, didn't know that. Natasha Stanley, hope you're well. Just going through them. I'll just say hello. Donna Marsh, hope you're well. Hope you're fine. Right then, so there's enough happy doody-doos there. So if I haven't said hello to everybody, I will do later on. So, Steve, do you want to go through just roughly, just give us a quick 2 minutes about roughly what went on in your life and where we are now since the last session?
Right. Okay. About 2.5, nearly 3 years ago, I started noticing I was having problems with my eyes. This built up to a crescendo about 3 or 4 months ago, I suppose it was. Ended up going to the eye hospital, various different diagnoses. They eventually settled on an autoimmune disease called Myasthenia Gravis. This is where our body's immune system attacks our nervous system. And in this particular case, it's at the neuromuscular junction. So in other words, the signals come from the brain, and when there's like the end of the neuron with the synaptic cleft going over onto the other side, and the neurotransmitter doesn't make it across because it's the receptors get blocked by your immune system. It does sometimes reverse itself, very, very rare, but it does. It's normally a case of managing it. So they got me on drugs. Drugs haven't really been working. Started working with Carl. When was the first time we did it, Carl? Probably about a month ago, I suppose. something like
Yeah,
that.
about that, buddy. Yeah.
5 weeks ago. Yeah. And the thing I noticed after the first session, in fact, people were commenting in the first session that my posture had changed, my eyes had opened, because the way this affects you most is the eyes. You see, my right eye is near what they call total ptosis, that's closed up, and the eye was becoming sort of more and more open, and I think my body posture was changing a bit as well during that. And in the sort of 2 or 3 weeks afterwards, I had a pronounced difference on it. Then we did a second follow-up session, and it was more of the same. So things are improving, but I think this is probably going to be a long haul. Now, not that I'm going to be back on here every few weeks. I think Carl will put up with that, but I think it just shows what you can do with hypnosis, even with things which are quite complex and neurological in nature. We can make a difference with hypnosis. So, Carl, over to you.
Brilliant. So thanks very much. I just put myself on mute so I didn't get any reverb. Yeah, so quality. Well, it's nice to know that you've got some change, and that's the main thing. As long as we're getting change, that's the key thing. And it's going the right way, not the wrong way. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Lou. Get in your office. Get to work. Subliminals, Dave Carlson. Hope you're well. Hope you fine. James Vanston. Hope you're well. And that's it, I think. So okay, so what we're going to do is I don't need to faff around with the pre-talk due to the fact that he's already done the pre-talk. I'm going to do that. What we're going to do is I'm going to see if I can mix and match it a little bit tonight to do some different stuff. Just a matter of interest, did the Q&A help you last night? Did the Q&A help you, and did the other live session that we did just pump the comments up if it did? If you didn't, just go back. Last night was a Q&A about business and bits and bobs, and I like to do it. Hi, Trevor. So yeah, we'll do that. So ready to go in hypnosis?
I am.
Ready to go to a mystical, magical place to make some perfect, positive lifestyle changes?
Hell yes.
Ready to embrace that hypnosis to allow you to go off and make many changes.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Let's go look at some unicorns. That's right. And as the unicorns now just start to come along, no, that's a different story. Okay, what I want you to do is take a nice, big, deep breath. Breathe out. Close your eyes. Just allow yourself now to drift and drain into your hypnosis. Just only imagine now your hypnosis, your powerful hypnosis, that amazing, powerful hypnosis, going from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. For those people who want to see a PMR, here we go. From the top of your head down to the tips of your toes, all the way through your ears, down to your side of your neck, into your shoulders. Just imagine that hypnosis, your powerful hypnosis going all the way through your arms, down to the tips of your fingers. Just only imagine now what it feels like for that hypnosis to hit the top of your fingertips now and just bounce all the way up. Just only imagine now what it feels like now, just to feel that hypnosis, your hypnosis, going back up your arms into your chest, all the way down your chest, sliding all the way down your chest, through every single nerve and muscle in your body right now, just only allowing now a powerful, powerful sense of hypnosis to go through your body like it's never done before. Just only imagine now what it feels like now. Just to let that hypnosis now just go through your body like it's never done before. All the way through, down into your stomach, all the way through into your hips. Just imagine that hypnosis, your hypnosis now going on even further, down into the tips of your toes, all the way down to the tips of your toes, and just allowing that universe, that powerful universe, to take you even further and deeper into your hypnosis like you've never done before. Just only imagine now what it feels like now, just to go to a mystical place, a magical place, a powerful place, an amazing place. Just imagine that now. Just imagine what it feels like now to go further and deeper into your hypnosis now, like you've never, ever done before. Just imagine that now. Just only imagine now what it feels like now for that hypnosis, your hypnosis, to go through your body like you've never done before, taking you on a mystical, magical journey like you've never, ever done before. Just imagine, Steve, going so far into hypnosis like you've never done before. I want your powerful subconscious to open up every nerve, every muscle, every atom, every molecule, every part of your body now, just allowing it now just to open up like you've never, ever done before. Just imagine it. Just imagine it. What it feels like now for your powerful subconscious now to start to fix, repair, restore. I'd like your powerful subconscious now to start to fix, repair, restore, however it chooses, however it wants. But I want that powerful subconscious now to let go of any negativity you've been storing up. Just imagine what it feels like now, just to let all that negativity flow through your body, flow through the tips of your toes, through your fingertips and out the top of your head. Just imagine what that would feel like now, to let go of that negativity once and for all. And I want that powerful subconscious, while we're doing this, to let go of anything that's negative that's happened to us over the past couple of years. Stress, strain, pressure, tension, physical or emotional pain. Just imagine letting go of that physical and emotional pain like you've never done before. Just imagine, only imagine now what it feels like now, my man. Just to let go like you've never done before. To let go of any negative, physical or emotional pain you've held on to over the past few weeks, the past few months, the past few years. Just ask your subconscious, that powerful subconscious, unconscious monkey brain of yours, to let go like it's never, ever done before now. Just imagine now what it feels like now, just to let go like you've never done before. Acidity, there's no sound for a reason. Look at the bottom. Just imagine letting go like you've never done before now. I want that powerful subconscious to let go like it's never, ever done before now. Just imagine, only imagine now what it feels like now. To feel the pressure, the tension, the hurt, the pain, the guilt, the shame, the anger, the frustration to come all the way to the surface, one by one, piece by piece, element by element now. Whatever's been causing Whatever's been making this happen, whatever's been happening, allow it to come to the surface now, bit by bit, one by one now. Just imagine, only imagine now, what it feels like now. What it feels like now, just to let that happen. Just let it come up one by one, piece by piece, element by element now. Just imagine what it feels like now. Now. Good, 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 good. Just feel the pressure, the tension rise up, pop out of your head, out of your body, however it chooses. But I want that powerful subconscious now to let go like you've never done before. Just imagine, only imagine now that the pressure and the tension, the hurt, the pain, just going through your body like it's never done before. Now. There you go.
Yeah.
And when you're ready, and you know you're ready, just open. Right.
Oh man, I just couldn't stop giggling towards the end of that. And we talk of this inner giggle. Bloody hell, it got me then. Whoa. That was actually, I can't express how profound that was. I've been hypnotized lots. I've hypnotized 4 people today, take them in and out of hypnosis probably 5-6 times each. So that's why I just went through the floor. And you didn't even have to do an induction. It was just like, brah, I was gone. So if anybody wants to write in on the comments and say, oh, he wasn't properly hypnotized, fuck off. I've been in that state all day. But as we started going through that, I couldn't tell you what you were saying, but I know you were sort of trying to tell me to let go of stuff. And there was something inside of me which was having a bit of a laugh, because it said, you've let go of it. You have let go of it. And stuff which in the last 2 sessions was actually bothering me quite a bit, I was actually starting to laugh at. Not because I wasn't taking them seriously, because some of this stuff is to do with my daughter and family matters and that sort of thing, which has been very painful. But there was a big shift after the session we did last time in relation to things about my daughter. And without going into the full details of it, I ended up having a conversation with the headmaster of her school, and we had a really, really productive conversation. And I think we made a little bit of progress there in some ways, but I can't go into that too much for legal reasons. But the feeling of accomplishment I had from that, not that I'd particularly shied away from it in the past, but after we did that session, something shifted in relation to that. And I can't say that this neurological condition has been brought on by personal things going on in my life, but we all know that stress will make anything we've got a lot worse. And all of a sudden that sort of shifted. So yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Good man.
Good
man.
They're actually tears of joy. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like we had a discussion off air because something similar happened to me, and we had that brief discussion. But what you've got to remember, folks, is that when you do a hypnosis session, the session just doesn't stop because you say open your eyes. There is a lot more metaphorical stuff that you can do, a lot more powerful stuff that you can fire into somebody that will make them go, I'm not the only fucking one. And sometimes that's what it is. When you're in a position like children not talking to you, post-trauma, fibromyalgia, CFS, whatever this week's funky thing is, right? Yeah. And whatever that is. And then, sometimes when you're in it, you sometimes don't see the other people. And it sometimes takes that little nudge of, all right, so I'm not the only one. There are other people. And you probably know that there are other people, but on the same token, it just takes that little bit with that suggestion, that powerful suggestion, bang, have that one. So maybe that was the tilt. Maybe that's what led to maybe something going on in the future with your beloved. So
Yeah.
and
I don't think I'd realised how, frankly, how depressed I was becoming. It's only being able to, and I said this to you off air just before we started. I mean, for those of us who know what to look for in terms of major depression, not bipolar, monopolar or major depression, things like anhedonia. You know, although I love my work, I haven't been able to ride my motorbike, which is one of my great passions. I'm quite a social person. I do a lot of dancing, partner dancing, this sort of thing, and I just lost all my appetite for doing all those sort of things. A lot of guilt came through. That's another sign of depression. Low affect, you know, just not being able to get enthusiastic about anything. That was all there as well. And it was only after the last session that I realized that, and there's been a bit of a turnaround. And that's why I was giggling in that just now, because it just made me realize I'd let that go, you know, and I'd turned the corner from that.
And like David just put up there, that trauma creates trauma. It does, you know. Once you start in that whole metaphorical journey about, and I always say this about when I'm working with trauma, it's like somebody's filled the sink up and then pulled the plug out, and you can't find the fucking plug, and it's whirring round, and I think it's closer to the bottom. It fucking whirs even faster and even faster until eventually it gets right to the bottom. And my job before you get to the bottom and there's nothing left is to fucking throw you the option to find to get the plug, you know, and to show you where the plug is, just drop it in there so that you can refill your sink back up. And that's the simplest way that I discuss with trauma. And there'll be loads of people going, "Oh, I like that one," like I'm fucking writing it down now. But the thing is that if you look at it like a whirlpool, that's exactly what Dave's just said there. It starts off like this, and then as it starts to go down, it does this. And your job as a therapist, in my opinion, is to throw them a fucking lifeline and give them a spare fucking plug until they can find their own. So so there's that one there, you know. So that's an easy way of looking at trauma, really. But trauma does cause trauma.
Absolutely.
So right, are you ready?
Absolutely. Let's take those off.
Good. Take a nice big deep breath. Breathe out. Close your eye. There you go. Just imagine that inner giggle that just happened just then. Just imagine that inner giggle just starting to surge around your body like it's never done before. Just imagine that giggle, that smile, that inner giggle that just happened just then. Just starting to spark inside your heart right now, like you've never experienced before. Just only imagine now what it feels like now for that inner energy, that inner love, that inner giggle just to fire around your body like you've never done before. But what I want your powerful, powerful subconscious to do this time, is I want your powerful, powerful subconscious to use that inner giggle, that inner smile, that inner energy, that powerful inner energy that you just used then, to push out and go through every single nerve and muscle in your body right now, to push through and push out of your body any last bits of negativity or physical or emotional pain that may be lodged anywhere. And I ask that subconscious yours now to push it through like it's never ever done before. And I want that powerful subconscious to start to reignite every single nerve, muscle, nerve ending like it's never done before, sparking it back into life and acknowledging that negativity no longer has a place or a time or need or want in this body anymore. And I want your body to discharge that negativity however it chooses, however it wants right now. Just imagine, only imagine now what it feels like now. Every single nerve and muscle just to ignite with this new energy, this new power, pushing out all the negativity like you'd never done before. Just imagine, only imagine now what it feels like now. Just to imagine inside your powerful, powerful mind, Steve. Just imagine now what it feels like now. Just imagine a button, a dial, a lever there. You can push it up and accelerate it, warp speed it. Do whatever you need to push it to its outer limits. And then what I want you to do is turn down any of the negativity ones that are in there as well. Lock them into place. Do what you need to do. But take this moment, take this time to do that. Just allow it now. Massive. Massive. Just imagine it now. Pushing out all the negative physical and emotional pain you've been holding on to, consciously or unconsciously. Like you've never done before. Now. And only when you're ready, and you know you're ready,
Whoa. I didn't want to come out of that.
well, you come back in a minute.
That was really weird. Again, I can't remember what I don't know if it was this one or the last one. You were saying something about fix, repair, and I can't remember what the word was now. Restore.
Fix,
that's
repair,
it.
restore.
Yeah, which one on the last session you gave me a couple of weeks ago, that triggered these images of like a little bunch of electrician characters, with hard hats and overalls and tools on their belts. They were connecting things in, and because this is a connection issue, it's a neurological issue. This time they were like guys working on high tension power cables, and they were sort of pulling the two together, and there was this my whole body was shaking. it was like electricity was going through me, and it reminded me of when I was a dickhead kid when I was 11 years old, and I changed the bulb in my parents' standard lamp, and I made the mistake of trying to push the two little contacts down inside, and I was stuck there for about 5 minutes until my dad realised I was being electrocuted.
Oh shit!
And he just barged me out the way, which is the best thing to do. I was stuck in there. It was just like there was electricity flowing through my body. It was profound.
Brilliant.
Powerful.
Here's one for you guys while Steve's just allowing his head just to settle, because I'm not going to hit him again in a minute. Is that if you're new to hypnosis, right, and nobody ever understands why I harp on about fucking scripts and about how damaging they are, not just for the profession, but for the individual. The reason being is because of what you've just witnessed just then. What you witnessed just then was Steve having a journey in his mind that was repairing, restoring, fixing, doing whatever it was doing, firing up the new neural pathways, firing up the new nervous system, firing up everything that was going on. And he came out with a metaphor about putting two cables together. Where this is why I don't do consultations, folks. This is why I do not do consultations, because where on the fuck would that come out in a consultation? It never would do. It's about Steve, and if this just fucking gets you, if it just that part, what just happened then, is fucking key to everything I do, because it's about the client, not about you. Scripts only do one thing: look after the therapist. They don't look after the client. When you get that in your big fat fucking canoodle, then you'll understand, right? The thing is that a script does not do anything for the client, because it doesn't allow them to do their processing. You are processing for them. Where in God's given earth would that have ever come out before about getting two cables and joining them together? No, but that was a journey that Steve went on, and it took him back to a traumatic event when he was a kid. So now look at what went on then, is that we've uncovered something that he probably didn't remember for years and years and years, that just popped up and just fucked off out of his body. So Steve does not. I take it you didn't remember. You hadn't remembered that for a long time.
I hadn't thought about that I can't have thought about that in 20 years. But so, it's just distinct now.
So my point being is that when you leave it so open, so ambiguous, so just shut the fuck up, like I do, that's when you'll get the answers. Now Steve's punched that up. Now Steve's powerful subconscious has punched that up. Now I'll hit it with the therapy. Now I'll hit it with the technique. But the point being is I've left it so open. I've not even used the emotional detox on this. I've used it so openly. I've opened up the session so much that these little coconuts gone, well, while we're here, add that fucker as well. And that's what's happened. And that's what goes on. So what you've got to look at is, if you're a new hypnotist or a hypnotist that watches me and goes, what the fuck is going on in that session? That is why I have my mentality the way I am. That's why I work the way I am, because it's so powerful to allow the person to give me their journey. All right. Their journey, and then fucking bat it later on. It's like when I go into groups and go, I've got a client next week, and what technique shall I use for this? You're a fucking idiot, aren't you? And I mean that respectfully to all of you. I mean, fucking, you cannot gauge what a fucking client's going to do prior to them turning up. You can't do it. You just cannot fucking do it. But so many people are taught, pre-plan, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this technique, and then go off. And they're like, well, I haven't got no confidence. Learn to shut the fuck up, and it will help you. Your session will glide like mine. I'm no better than anybody on this fucking, who's watching me now. I've just got a louder mouth and bigger confidence. That's all it is. I ask you at your next session to shut the fuck up and allow somebody to do what they're doing, right? Have the confidence to have me in the background going, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. Have me doing that, right? That's why. What you just saw there was a masterclass in that shit, right? And that's what it is. Not me, Steve doing it. Not me doing a masterclass, Steve doing a masterclass in it. Right.
Well,
cool.
I think the client always gives you the metaphor, don't they? The best metaphors are the ones the client generates for themselves. And if you've got to give them the opportunity.
I know, and even like with me and Barry Neal, who are both aligned in the way that we think, but even like with Barry Neal, a lot of people don't teach this, that the client will give you everything that you need. Everything that you need. You just have to shut up. That's it. That's the key thing about it. This is why I am not a psychotherapist. I'm a hypnotist, not a psychotherapist. All right. And that's the key thing there. Good. Okay. Just watch this. Just watch my hand going ready back into hypnosis. Going back into hypnosis. I'm just going to push that hypnosis all the way down the screen now. Push it all the way down the screen. That hypnosis is going to go all the way down the screen. Just pushing it all the way into the back of your skull, all the way down your back, all the way down your vertebrae, all the way down to your arse, all the way down to the tips of your toes. And just imagine that now, just going through your body. Just imagine, only imagine now what it feels like. Just do that now. Just imagine that hypnosis, just allowing you now, just to take you on a mystical, magical journey like you've never done before. But what I want this powerful subconscious to do right now, your powerful mind, your powerful subconscious to do right now, what I want you to do right now is I want that powerful, powerful mind of yours, that powerful subconscious of yours, to ask the powerful subconscious to reconnect now all the way down your spine, all the way down to your heart. And I want that powerful subconscious to open up that reconnection that may well have been locked down for many years, and open it up to your heart. And as it hits your heart and it rejuvenates that amazing conversation, that amazing connection, I want it to go all the way down your spine, down to your gut, and reconnect every single nerve and muscle in your stomach right now. And I want that powerful subconscious to reconnect and start that conversation, that amazing mind and body reconnect right now, all the way through your gut on every single nerve ending. And as it hits your gut, I want it to just to disseminate out all the way across every single part of your body now, down to your hips, down your legs, all the way down to your finger, all the way down to your tips of your toes. And then what I want your powerful subconscious to do now is, as it progressively does this, go through your arms, through your fingertips, and all the way through. But I want that powerful, amazing subconscious now to do us one more big favor. Is that in and around your face, your eyelids, your cheeks, your mouth, start to re-energize, to rejuvenate, to re-fire up any nerve ending, any muscle. Just imagine that powerful subconscious speaking directly to those body parts that have been affected over the past few months, past few years, one by one, piece by piece, element by element now. Just imagine, only imagine now what it feels like now for every single part of your body now. Bit by bit, element by element. All the way through your face, through your eyes, through your body like you've never, ever done before. Just imagine that powerful, powerful, powerful mind and body of yours now reconnecting every single extremity, every single nerve, every single muscle, like it's never, ever done before. Just imagine that happening right now, like it's never done before. I want that powerful subconscious to use every single piece of energy now to start to fix, repair, restore the eyes, your cheek, your mouth. Anything that's been going on over the past few months, just imagine that right now. Just imagine this new energy going through your eyelids, through your face, through your body like you've never done before. Just allow that powerful inner giggle, that powerful inner smile to flood your body like you've never done before. Every time you see the colours red, yellow, green, blue, pink, white or black, red, yellow, green, blue, pink, white or black, red, yellow, green, blue, pink, white or black, or the loved ones in your life, that powerful inner giggle, that powerful inner smile will just come up like it's never, ever done before. Just imagine what that would feel like now for the rest of your life. That inner giggle, that inner smile like you've never, ever done before.
Wow. That was funny. You remember the film Back to the Future, the original one? The clock tower, the two cables, the time when the clock stopped. That just flashed up then. And was it Dr. Emmett Brown, isn't it? 1.21 gigawatts. You know, it's that sense of power just came back there. A lot of my metaphorical thinking comes from films. I suppose it does with a lot of us. The other thing I was thinking of was actually one of the Terminator films, where I think it was the good Arnie Terminator. He has to sort of switch over onto his alternative power cell or something. Maybe I've imagined it. Maybe that never happened. I don't know. But it was kind of like that. You know, just like switching into an alternative power source.
Yeah, gotcha.
And this connection, and then Doc Brown with the trying to stretch the two ends of the cables together and from the clock tower. And wow, yeah, that was fun. That was, you know, a lot of hypnosis is very sort of deep emotive stuff, and you know, I'll freely admit I'll blub like a baby sometimes when it's been emotive stuff with me. I don't give a shit. But that was fun, and that was empowering. So there we go.
During that, I buggered off. I buggered off out the scent. I just want to make this clear to people who are watching who've never done it before. The session is about Steve, not about me. So when I went like that and I buggered off into the kitchen to go get a glass of water. But for those people that are watching that might think that's a little bit naughty, leaving them alone, Steve was perfectly fine here. But in the same token, when you register the session is about the client and not about me, then I think that you start to get what hypnosis is. It's got nothing to do with me. So if anyone was concerned that I just walked off and just went and toddled off, that's fine. But on the same token, when you register the session's not about me, I could have buggered off for 10 minutes then, to be quite honest. I could have toddled off for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'd have been happy.
He wouldn't matter an eyelids. You know. So yeah. Did you notice what was going on then? What did you know? I just said something then. I just had to start laughing. I mean, I could have buggered off for 10 minutes and he wouldn't have even batted an eyelid. And I was like that. Yeah, it would have batted an eyelid, actually. Yeah, it would have been. So, so the thing is that, did you notice during that your eyelids were battering around?
No. I had this shaking, not as much as I did the in the last session just a few minutes ago. But it was like I was buzzing. It was like I was shaking. I was aware of that. And just for a second, I thought, I wonder if anyone can see that. And then I thought, oh, fuck it, I don't care anyway. But
the language on this channel is atrocious.
Sorry.
Fucking unbelievable.
But that was a blast. That I've had a lot of hypnosis sessions, and I've been fortunate enough to be hypnotized by some other very good top people. That was the biggest blast I've had in hypnosis ever. And I don't say that lightly, and I'm not blowing smoke up Carl's arse here, folks, when I'm saying this, because I'm on his show. That is the truth. And I'd swear that on my daughter's life. That's the biggest blast I've had in hypnosis. And it's, yeah, the way I feel about it, because I think it's important to understand how a client feels about it. It's not that I don't care what happens to me. Obviously, I care. I care what happens to me. I care what happens to my loved ones. But it's like I don't care, because whatever happens, I'm going to be all right. Things are going to be all right. And that's why I was giggling. Because when you get that feeling, do you know what? It doesn't matter. Because I think there's only 3 things in life that matter. We all need to survive, right? That's our basic thing. We need to survive. Beyond that, we need to thrive. But the thing we need more than anything else is meaning. Because if you've got meaning, you can thrive. If you've got meaning, you can survive. But if you haven't got that meaning, what's the point of doing the other 2? It just all falls away. And that was the meaning for me tonight. So,
well, yeah. there's always a scene out of Life of Brian that I've always acknowledged, and that is and this is sexist, by the way. I'm really sorry about this, but this is really sexist. But I am saying it because we're halfway through a therapy session with somebody. It doesn't matter how hard they try and fuck you, right? They can't make you pregnant. And the thing is that it always goes back to that scene where I want you to all call me Loretta. We're going to keep the fetus. And anyways, but the point is that sometimes, and I'm really sorry for the young ladies out there, but on the same token, it's his session, so that's why I'm about this. But
I'm very offended.
Yes, but the key thing about this is that sometimes things are out of our control, and we just have to acknowledge that we can't do anything about it, and fuck it, we can't do anything about it. So
yeah.
You know,
interesting. You said that came up in the last session. I meant 2 weeks ago. I used to muck around with the tarot. I'm not a tarot reader. I'm just very interested in the psychological aspect of it. There's a card in the tarot called the Hanged Man, and for those people who do get involved in the tarot, they'll know far more about this than me. It's an image of a man who's hung upside down. He's got one leg tied behind the other, and he's suspended by his other ankle, and he's got his hands behind his back. And on the face of it, it sounds quite an unpleasant sort of prospect.
I'd pay for it.
Yeah, I was going to say there's clubs for that, but not that I know. But being resigned to one's fate in a cheerful way can be a really, really positive thing. And that came up not this session, in the one we did a couple of weeks ago. So it just reminded me of that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Meaning. There you go.
Meaning, yeah.
The meaning of life. Mr. Carey. Oh, what have we just done then? Steve is going to be a dangerous man. I always tend to leave people just alone for a couple of minutes just to let the shit settle, really. So, yeah. But right, guys. While Steve's just doing that, have you enjoyed that? Bit of a different approach from me, really, but stop boring the shit out of people with an emotional detox.
What's that? He's a $6 million man. Yeah.
There you go.
One of my heroes when I was growing up. Yeah.
How do you feel? Obviously, it's a question that I'd like to ask later on in the day, and I'm sure that we can discuss it off air, or maybe I can update the crew on where we are, or you can update them yourselves one night, or in this thread or in this video. It's entirely up to you. But
if anybody wants to ask me anything, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. How do you physically feel now?
Energized. I can't tell you. When I came up to the empowerment weekend, I was sat there and listening to all these amazing speakers. But I had this tension down my neck and down my back, and it came to the evening time, and I wanted to spend time in the bar and hang out with everybody. And I was foobar. You know what that means?
Yeah.
And I had to go back to the hotel, and I had this sense of disappointment. I just wanted to hang out with everybody and and I just couldn't do that. If I was there now, God, I'd be like a madman. You know, I really would. You know, I've just got so much energy now. And going back just 2 or 3 weeks ago, I couldn't even do my morning walk. I couldn't walk up the road to where my car was parked. It was so debilitating. I used to do a 6.5 mile walk every day, and it got to the point where I couldn't even do half a mile. I'd have to turn around and come back. This morning I did about 4 miles, I think it was. No, sorry, yesterday did about 4 miles, no problem at all. And the amount of energy I feel now, just going through my arms and my shoulders. I think that's where we sorry, microphone. That's where we carry energy, isn't it? It's in our shoulders and in our necks and upper arms and that sort of thing. I don't want this to sound aggressive, but it's almost like I want to have a fight. It's like,
on that note, you are not to go out and start a fight, physical or verbal, with anybody.
No. I'm a learner, not a fighter. Yeah.
Good. Happy days.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Tracy, yes. Like it. So actually just WhatsApp me something, and I was like that. Yes.
Right.
Kerry, I haven't missed the session this week. All of them really good. Thank you. No, you're more than welcome. Thank you. Don't forget, like I said, need any help, just let us know. S, I don't know who that is, but anyway, an emotional detox. Well, normally I do an emotional detox, but tonight I just veered off. I veered off course and just did it another way, just to show you something else, you know, just to do something different. So yeah, I hope you got something from it. How'd your eye feel, by the way?
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I've sort of got these on because my eyes are just a little bit weepy tonight. They just get like that sometimes. And if I sort of stare at a fixed point, like I've got the camera just above the screen here, and there's sort of 2 little lights on it, just looking at that, you know, unless I sort of change around a little bit, if I sort of look around at other things, it'll probably start to come open a little bit more. So it's still a little bit on the sluggish side. But the double vision, which I had before, diplopia, I think they call it, that's receded quite a bit now. So things are improving. Things are definitely improving. Now, here's the thing. I've been on this medication now for 3 months. The medication should kick in within about 4 weeks, and it's not. So the medication has been constant. The only variable we've had is the work we've done here. So this is the difference that makes a difference. And I think hypnosis has a lot to offer in helping medication to work, because we all know about the placebo effect and this sort of thing. And maybe all of hypnosis is placebo. I don't know. Frankly, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. But I think hypnosis has a definite role to play in boosting the effectiveness of different prescription medicines or even surgery. Yeah.
Kathleen McIntosh just turned up, smack bottom.
Ooh.
And 54 minutes late. Yeah. So, guys and girls, I think, have you got any questions for Steve? Have you noticed anything in Steve? Have you got anything to say to Steve? Useless plug at the bottom. If you didn't come to the weekend, by the way, that Steve keeps talking about, there's 8 presenters on there. And if you go to hypnotist.live, you can go get the hypnotic mastermind, that's on there as well. And for anyone interested in doing an online course, if you want your online course doing, and it doesn't matter if you don't live in this country, I'll put it together for you. But if you go to that, mod cons around here, I'm telling you, if you go to that little website just there, online masterclass, I will show you, teach you, and put your online course together. Doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter what it is, doesn't have to be hypnosis, it could be counseling, psychotherapy, it could be 3D monitoring. That's what I've just had. 3D modeling. I've just had somebody contact me about that. So wow. So you got that as well. Steve, I've not forgot you, Mr. Mind Tutor. In fact, Steve, if you could do me a favor, Mind Tutor Steve, could you text me again in a moment, because I've lost your number because you used the no ID. You know what I mean by that. If you could just text me again in a minute, I'll send you that stuff. Steve, how many blisters on your feet? From James.
None at all. And that was the amazing thing. I think when you step up to that was it 8-10 foot of glowing red hot coals, 600 degrees centigrade. There was not one amongst us who didn't have that instance of shit. What if I'm the one who, spontaneously combusts and burns my feet and I can never walk again? But then you just do it. And as you do it, you get this grin going through. And what's the name of the guy who's at the other end? I forget his name now.
Davey Ash.
Yeah. And he sort of gives you that big hug, and he's a bear of a guy, and he's a perfect guy for doing that job. And you just like fall into his arms, and you just got that feeling of I wanted to kiss him. It's just yeah. Anyone who's not done it, you got to try it. It's just it takes you, and I sort of rationalize things. I was sitting there all afternoon thinking, yeah, but they wouldn't let people do this if it was dangerous. They'd get sued. They'd be banned, and all this sort of thing. All of that goes out the window when you're standing in front of those coals.
Yeah, people have been sued. People have been sued. Yeah, people have been sued, and people have been really injured by stupidity of the way that people do those firewalks. But on the same token, we put so many things, and that's why I go into military mode, because I know that makes people listen. You will do this, you will do that, you will do this, you will do that. And then people afterwards like, I thought it was quite aggressive at the beginning, but then I realized why you said it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, all's good, but no, it's good. Guys and girls, at the end of the day, Eddie said you look fired up at the walk.
Yeah, literally.
So yeah. Cheers, Steve. Sididi, if you could go for 11 o'clock UK time. 11 o'clock UK. Yeah. That'll do you. Okay, so guys, look, we're going to wrap it up here. I'm going to probably chat to Steve in the background just to make sure everything's fine before he toddles off and has an amazing night's sleep, goes to sleep and wakes up just as refreshed and energized as what he is now, fully focused, ready to do what he needs to do in life. But tonight he's going to go to bed, have an amazing night's sleep in a few hours' time, put his head on a pillow and just literally go into la la land and enjoy that. And then what will happen is he'll wake up in the morning fully energized, fully fired up, ready to take on the world again. Look at that. Absolutely. Loving how happy Steve looks. Great. Brilliant. Guys and girls, it's been a pleasure. Oh my God, it's actually on the hour. So guys and girls, it's been an absolute privilege to have Steve on again. Steve, you want to stay on afterwards. Don't forget, take away anything that I've given you tonight. Just, make it yours, and have that belief inside. Have that belief. All right. Have that belief. Yeah. 11 UK time. Have that belief inside. That just to shut up, right? Let the client process, and just watch and have me in the background go, shut up, shut the fuck up, shut up, like that, right? Shut the fuck up, right? And then just keep implementing that stuff, all right? And guys, at the end of the day, guys and girls, thanks very much for watching. It's a privilege. I shall see you at 7:30 tomorrow. I believe I've got an interview. I believe we've got a very good interview tomorrow. So I will update you tomorrow. I just need to confirm with him with the US time and stuff like that. But thank you once again, and take away what you need from that. And don't forget, guys, as I say every night, go out there and go practice. And when you finish practicing,
practice some more.
Practice some more. Thank you very much, guys and girls. Steve, thanks very much, guys. Don't forget to put a big thumbs up wherever you are in the world, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow, 7:30 UK time. See you later, guys. All the best for now. Bye-bye.
See you later.